Hi guys, this is Eunice and I'm here today with our usual herbal knowledge. Today is an exciting day and I'm going to be bringing you a little bit more information because we're going to talk about two herbs real quick and we're going to talk about the reasons for these two herbs. We're going to be talking about erectile dysfunction. It is a common thing with men, not just young, older men, but this is something that's happening a lot. We have dealt with clients before on this subject and everything, and we have had clients before. We do have a couple herbs on our website now to help aid clients with erectile dysfunction. But since it's so common and since it is out there, you see on the television all the time, the doctors and things who are coming up with more and more treatments and so forth for this issue because it is a well-known issue. And so forth. And erectile dysfunction comes from medication, sickness, and other things as well. But in my experience, from the clients that I have dealt with, mainly is due to the medications. And it does make men depressed and frustrated and so forth, which is one of the reasons why it's so important to try to get something to do to help them with these issues and things like that. We do have some women who also have sexual issues and so forth and things like that, and we do have those herbs to do to help them as well. Some medication just takes the steam out of wanting to do that sexual performance and so forth. And we're going to address two of the newest herbal medicines that we have researched and so forth. And we think that these two herbs are a little better than the ones that we actually have before. We did get some good results and good compliments and things on that particular herb, two herb methods that we use, and that is the maca, and then the panoramic red ginseng, Chinese ginseng, and so far that does work, does help with erectile dysfunction, and maca also does help women with their sexual problems and so forth, and it does help improve fertility. Now, these two herbs here, I'm pretty sure that most people are not familiar with, and we did the research because we also are working and researching and trying to find herbal medicine that will sustain the person for a longer period of time to actually help them even better than the herbs that we previously had. So I'm going to go ahead and get right into that. I just want to give you a little bit of background on erectile dysfunction and so forth and what's it called. Well, one more thing before I get into the herbs and so forth. Erectile dysfunction has to do with blood flow. If the blood flow is not getting to the genital areas and so forth, then it's going to cause impotence. And that's one of the reasons and so forth that erectile dysfunction has occurred. And like I said, due to medication and other reasons, men have that issues and things like that. But anyway, so now let's get to these herbs and so forth that is going to help. Excuse me. And I will be looking at the notes for quite a bit, and I'm actually going to wear my glasses. Yes, I do wear glasses. Because, yeah, I do wear glasses. Madam Secretary here. Okay. We're going to first talk about the benefit of we're going to give you the benefit of horny goat weed. Yes, I said it, horny goat weed. Horny goat weed is a herb, and it has been used for a long time, and it's one of those high potent herbs that does help with erectile dysfunction. It has a chemical in it, and I am not going to try to pronounce that, but I will put it in the description box and so far so that you'll know what it has in that. And this chemical helps with the erectile dysfunction. And this dark light situation is going on. It's nuts and so forth. I'm trying to stay light into one shade. Okay. Horny goat weed contains chemicals, like I said, that help increase the blood flow and improve sexual functions. That's what it does. And it also contains a chemical that I'm going to put down in the description box to let you know what that is. That acts somewhat like a hormone, estrogen. And people use a horny goat weed for erectile dysfunction, sexual problems. It also aids weak, brittle bones. So this will help with brittle bones and so forth. You know, like once we get to a certain age, we don't do milk and all that stuff to help us with our bones. And bones do decay, just like, you know, a lot of other things. So it also helps in bronchitis, fatigue, heart diseases, liver diseases. It also helps benefit these as well. It also helps in high blood pressure, which we know high blood pressure is one of the reasons that a lot of the men and women are taking blood pressure pills. And taking blood pressure pills and so forth is some of the cause of erectile dysfunction and all that. And this here horny goat weed is also good for joint pain as well. Joint pain, and it's safe. This is a very safe herb, but it is not used for long term. Usually most people that use horny goat weed use it up for 6 months and so far. If you need to use it longer than 6 months, then what you would do is take a break and then you would restart back up using it and so far. So you're probably going to do every 6 month break, if you need to go further with this particular herb. Yes. Okay, so now we're going to also give you another herb that is going to work with erectile dysfunction. And in my opinion, these herbs actually work a lot better than the ones that we have. They are more potent and stronger than the herbs that we do have and so forth. And again, we are also doing the research and so forth to help clients and so forth who has this problem. So this is Yohimbe B, Yohimbe. I will spell that because I'm probably maybe pronouncing it wrong. I don't know. But anyway, this herb here is has had a lot of studies done to it and so far. And this herb here promotes sexual health. The most popular use of this Yohimbe B is an aphrodisiac. It enhances sexual pleasure, especially for those fighting impotency. This herb is for men and women. This herb is for men and women. Remember, I mentioned before that some women do have sexual problems as well. So this herb here alone benefits both parties, both of them. It sets the tone right for both parties. Yeah. So it's excuse me. Both men and women can benefit from its. Studies concluded have indicated that its potential in treating orgasm dysfunction. Yohimbe is worthy as the first line of treatment and so far for erectile dysfunction. Yohimbe is the answer, again, like I said, to both male and female for this year sexual problems. If you are suffering from erectile dysfunction, it can be a very frustrating and depressing time for men, and it usually is a very depressing time for men and so forth, and also for women and things like that, but especially for men. It's very frustrating and very depressing, and that's the reason why you do see so many commercials about it, and you do hear so much about it. It is a common thing and so far, and it's not just older men. You have a lot of young men suffering from the same thing. So doctors, scientists, and herbalists alike are all trying to find, um, you know, help for these people who is going through these issues and so on and everything. So back to the herb. Yohanbi have the potential to make things right. So again, it works for both parties. This will affect the flow of blood. Remember, I said that this is one of the reasons why you having the erectile dysfunction is because of the blood flow. The blood flow is not getting down into the genitals and so forth. And when you're on certain medications and things like that, it also has an effect on where that blood flow goes and so forth, especially something like high blood pressure, which, you have high blood pressure, it has to do with blood circulation. So you have to think about that. Okay. This will increase blood supply that will help treat erectile dysfunction. It also boosts libido and improve fertility in women and so forth. Again, this drug here is great for both men and women. Herbs, excuse me. Herbs. It also helps type 2 diabetes. It's also good for that. Again, it also aids in the circulation by widening the veins so the blood can flow through and all that blood to the blood vessels, which improves the blood flow. It also reduces the risk of hypertension. Again, hypertension, high blood, and things like that. Once you get to hypertension, that's the first stage of getting high blood pressure and so forth. So you want to think about that. It aids dry mouth, suppresses appetite, promotes healthy weight loss, and also relieves depression and anxieties. And it also enhances athletes' performance and so forth. So this is a good herb to use. And this is a natural way to go when it has to do with sexual performance and things like that. When you're trying to get healings and so forth. And of course, we believe in natural healing and everything. And this is a sensitive area to talk about, and I'm hopefully, giving you the facts, the points, about this. So there are things that you can do to try, before you head to your physician and so forth, or if you're planning to head to the physician for this particular issues and so forth. When you get there, talk to your healthcare provider about these 2 herbs and so forth that they may include in your treatment and all that. And, this may be something that you want to try out yourself. But again, as I always say, before you try, especially with these 2 potent herbal medicine here, you need to consult a herbalist. And consulting a herbalist, they will be able to, check out what your medications are that you are traditionally taking to see if there would be any issues and so forth where you would not be able to take these 2 herbs and things like that. Or you can check with your healthcare provider and to see if there will be an issue with you taking these 2 particular herbs and so forth and things like that. So, either way, these are opportunities for you to heal yourself in a natural way. Some people may not be able to run out to the doctor and things like that. And if you're not, then, maybe these 2 herbs and so forth, you may want to try and so forth. So these herbs will be on our website and everything, www.shortherbsmedicine.com. And I thank you guys for stopping by, and I hope this information will be, help you out and everything. If you have any other questions and so forth, then you can, hit me below, and I will try to help you. These two herbs also, you can do your own research on that, read and so far, and get more information than what I just have given you, because I just try to give you the points to the benefits of the herb and so far. But yeah, exactly, you can definitely do some research and find out more information on this herb. Or if you want us to do more digging into this herb, we can do that as well. But consult your physician or consult a herbalist before you actually start taking this herb and so far, because especially if you are on other medications. Thank you. Bye.